TGC Requiem, we're here back with our second match with Death Shadow Jund in this league. Um, this looks like a good hand, decent hand. We have some interaction, turn 1 Thoughtseize, um, couple fetches, a turn 2 threat. So this is keepable, if not necessarily the strongest hand, but... Oh, sweet! So the opponent here just told me that he really is a huge fan of my videos. That's so great. Alright, so opponent's leading off Noble Hierarch. So my opponent just said, he said, well, if this is being recorded, I better not embarrass myself. That's so funny. Okay, so I always like to hear from people who play me and have enjoyed my videos, because part of me wonders if, you know, people really do enjoy them or watch them or whatever. So, anywho, alright, so Tarfire is actually a really good draw here. I actually like the Tarfire on the Noble Hierarch because Noble Hierarch's not going to really do anything good for us. This makes me wonder if he is on Abzan at this point, is what I'm thinking. I guess we could probably take a Bauble Peak. My big concern would be if he runs into Liliana turn 3, or turn 2 rather. So I think we're going to, either way, we're starting off with red black. I'm going to get a blood crypt. And then the question here is, I guess we could take a peek. If we think, okay, so he's got Inquisition, so there's a good chance we're going to lose Tarmogoyf if we kill the Noble Hierarch. Probably losing it either way. This could be a tough match. I think we're just going to actually pop the Noble Hierarch here. Though he's probably also running Tarmogoyf. And then we're just going to play another Bauble. We're going to hold that for now. Alright, so Inquisition, not unexpected. This is part of why we held the Bauble here. We didn't want to have him get full access. We could potentially... Okay, so he took the Thoughtseize, which means he probably has removal spell for Tarmogoyf. We're just going to go ahead and Bauble him again here. Got another Thoughtseize on top. Well, the thing is we don't really have a whole lot we can do here other than play into this. So we are just going to go ahead and jam out the Tarmogoyf. Hopefully he doesn't have a Fatal Push. If he didn't have a Thoughtseize, we could just sit back on the Abrupt Decay. The one positive we have, we are a bit more condensed. We can cycle into our big creatures a little quicker than he can. I'm assuming the Abrupt Decay is going to go bye-bye here, though he may not have removal to handle the Ghor-Clan Rampager, and so he may use the Ghor-Clan, take the Thoughtseize to... Sorry, take the Ghor-Clan with the Thoughtseize. If he doesn't have removal to handle that. Alright, so we're just really not going to do a whole lot here. Just going to pass the turn. So I guess the one question we have here is our opponent Abzan or is he straight BG? I gotta feel like he's Abzan because of the Noble Hierarch. I mean, it's possible to still run Noble Hierarch still in just like a straight BG shell, just for the Exalted and the ability to ramp into turn 2 Liliana, but at the same token, I just don't know that it's... And because we think he's on white, we aren't so concerned about our life total. We're gonna just keep pushing to make our Death Shadows big. And again, unless he's slow rolling us, which is a definite possibility with this third land, Liliana and one Maelstrom Pulse is really all he has to handle a Ghor-Clan Rampager. I guess he's got paths potentially. So Dark Confidant's definitely going bye-bye. Just see if we get a free chump block. I'm trying to think, when he thought seized us, did he see our forest? There's no point in holding the forest if he did see it. Yeah, so he already saw the forest. So I'm going to play this out. I don't want to hold it. It just kind of maybe makes it more likely that he knows we're holding multiple lands. So it looks like we're getting away with, wow. Getting away with a little bit of a mana screw on our opponent's side. An unfortunate part of the game sometimes. Oh man, I played against John at F&M last night in my first match, and I kept a one-lander with elves because it was a really good hand for one land, but sometimes you just never know with... oh brother. Sometimes you just never know with... We're just going to play one out here just because... sorry, so sometimes you just got to keep your one-landers, and depending on your matchups, you know, it plays out really well. You get to land more elves into your Elvish Archdruid and then ramp for a ton of mana, even though you only had 1 mana. My opponent, however, was Jund, and he just drew the entire half of his removal shell. I ended up lead the stampeding into a ton of cards, and he killed them all anyway. And then game 2, I had to mulligan to 4, which was a real bummer. Still took the game quite a few turns, but just not wanting Lily. No Lily. Sea Drano we can deal with. Alright, Street Wraith. Anyway, went 3-1 on the night. Ended up playing, what else did I play? Eldrazi and Taxes, Eldrazi Tron, and Bogles. Ooh, this is not what we want to see. So definitely losing the Street Wraith here. Ghor-Clan, trample ability, much too valuable. Really hoping he's not holding on to a path, otherwise this is probably game. Run out. Yeah, can't attack into him still. just ordered some of the WMCQ abrupt decays. Pretty excited for those to come. Alright, we're getting to that point where it's now or never deck. I'm assuming he's going to attack with a Siege Rhino now that he has the spirits there. I suppose. Well, at least on the plus side, let's see. He's going to attack for 2 with. Either way, we're playing this. Well, thought I said cast there several times. So the question is do we think he's going to uptick with Lily or try and make us sack a creature? He's going to attack for 2 with spirits. I feel like he's going to make us sack the Wraith. I feel like he's going to attack with everything. We'll have to chump with the Siege Rhino. Or the Ghor-Clan Rampager on the Siege Rhino. We'll take 2, and then we're kind of done. I really want to make him down tick and hope he doesn't attack with the Rhino. I suppose if he actually attacks with a Shambling Vent and down ticks, then we're in real trouble. Another Lily. This game. Alright, so got a nice turn 11 loss there. To 20/20 vision. Sorry, then I sit here and I mess around with my spreadsheet tracking all my wins and losses. Alright, so we definitely, I think, want Nihil Spellbomb. I'm trying to think. They tend to run Grim Flares, so that will be useful. Fatal Push is absolutely going to be useful. Collective Brutality, not so much. Ancient Grudge. I mean, he's playing Nihil Spellbombs, presumably. We definitely want, but I don't think there's enough for us to want to bring in Ancient Grudge. Liliana's Recursion, Fatal, or Fulminator Mage, Maelstrom Pulse, all these things seem good. So what's bad? Battle Rage, probably not the greatest. Starfire really isn't that great. All it does is make his creatures bigger as well. So we can pull those. Hand Disruption tends to be a problem in these sort of matchups. It's a lot of top decking, so having the more powerful top decks can be what's best. It's possible we want to cut a Traverse the Uvenwald, just because he may have the Nihil Spellbombs to keep us off using it effectively, and we're also cutting, probably a bunch of these early sorceries, which just, and the Tarfire, which reduces our ability to actually make use of it functionally well. I think that's what I like here. I don't really love Temur Battle Rage with all the removal he's running, but if we can get him to tap out and swing with it, that could be alright. Maybe we want to bring back in one Thoughtseize. and just run the one Battle Rage. Alright, so we will be on the play. Go get a black land. Don't like it. Most important thing I think for us right now is going to be land. We'll keep this. Put that on top. Doesn't open on black. So we're going to grab this lily real quick, and then we're going to crack our fetch. Get a Battle Rage. We're definitely planning to Abrupt Decay, but I'd rather see what he wants to run out here than kill the Noble Hierarch. So if we cast Inquisition, you know what, no, we just need to kill the Noble Hierarch here. He's probably taking Liliana either way. We just want to make sure he doesn't stay that far ahead of us on mana and Exalted triggers, etc. Though, I guess, so now, of course I kind of overreact here, but he could have tapped the mana, floated it, and played a Tarmogoyf, and that could be trouble. He did not, though, so we may have gotten away with one. Excellent. So he left the Lily. I'm sure he has an Abrupt Decay, but we're just gonna start trying to get into top deck mode. We definitely put some powerful stuff on top of, or in our deck, so hopefully we can make use of it. I'm going to hold on the Maelstrom Pulse just to see what he's got here. Hopefully we can hit his Liliana or something, but if he plays Liliana, most likely it's probably going to be Liliana the Veil. I can't imagine he's actually playing the Last Hope. His deck's the stronger removal deck, so I think he probably has Liliana the Last Hope hold in this matchup. Whereas for us, we need that Liliana to kind of keep our threats coming. Seems like he's holding a path. He's definitely representing that he's holding a path. Should be able to cast almost anything we draw here. Really would like to get something more impactful like a Fulminator Mage. We definitely don't want to be peeling. Okay. Traverse is decent. I guess we're just gonna take We're just going to maximize. He's not doing much damage to us, so the Tarmogoyf is actually a little bit bigger here than the Death Shadow would be. Death Shadow's not going to... Opponent had to drop the Liliana, which means he's got to have some sort of removal spell. He just feels like the Liliana's behind the 8-ball. Yep, so there goes Tarmogoyf. Beautiful. So we're actually going to go at the Stirring Wildwood here. Marsh Flats. We'll make an effort to try and get a cheap attack in. Or at least a cheap block. We really want to try and so he's going to go at Liliana. We're going to block here. We're actually just going to... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I did not... What happened there? Did I click my block trigger off? Oh! This is why I normally try and keep my thing locked. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, nothing we can do about it. So now we are unfortunately in a position where we were going to be able to get up to 7 here, and let's see here. I think we're just going to keep upticking at this point. If he's spending all his mana every turn, sending his Wirewood or Wildwood at the Liliana, then we are still drawn into more gas, I think. Opponent was kind enough to offer to toss the Wildwood or consider it dead, but I told him not to. It's my fault, my mistake. Alright, so Lingering Souls is a little more problematic. You're gonna crack this here. So I think we're going to split here, and I think we're going to let him keep his lands or his creatures. If we take his lands away, he cannot recast Lingering Souls. He'll be able to kill the Liliana. Alright, so I think this is the best split we can take. He would be able to recast Lingering Souls. But if he takes that, he's not going to kill Liliana. Liliana gets to uptick a couple more turns. But alright, so he definitely went that route, which is fine. We could run Street Wraith to try and get a creature here, but I almost would rather try and hit a land and play it as a creature. I guess the flip side of that, Thought Seizes. Yeah, we can just wait and see what happens. He runs out his Lingering Souls. Maybe we decide we have to Street Wraith into something. We can see what we draw next turn. Tarmogoyf is a pretty good top deck. Fatal Push would be a pretty good one right now. So we're just going to run this out and then we'll uptick. You know, there is a shortcut, which is, I can't remember what it is here. There's some sort of shortcut to tap your mana without having to click these all. So this buys us a time to hopefully get him to downtick, or get Lily to downtick and have him sacrifice his Goyf. But it's probably just going to flashback his Lingering Souls, and downticking's not going to do a whole lot of good. To some extent, he almost could just start sending it at me. I actually think we're just going to keep Street Wraith. We're going to let Lily go. Well, it's a tough matchup. What you gonna do? Boom, we got him. The bait. The bait. The bait and hook. Alright, so we absolutely have to chump. If not this turn. What can we do? Do we have anything that's going to handle the spirit tokens? Probably could have brought in Anger of the Gods. That's maybe a mistake on our part. I'm trying to think what we can actually draw into here that does anything. I guess if we don't block here, we cannot flip a Lily of Last Hope into a Tarmogoyf. So I do think maybe that's the best thing we can do. Well, we're definitely dead. See what he has just for funsies. Alright. Oops, I can't type. Sorry, I'm just responding to this gentleman here. Wishing him some good luck in the rest of his matches. Choo. So we'll just pass, let him get his final swing in. I'm beaten. I know it. We'll take it. Alright, so that puts us at 0-2. Got damage in here, there we go. So 0-2 in the match. Abzan is not a good matchup for us. Actually, our opponent told us that he was playing extra removal even for this matchup, which is a good thing to be doing. And we were dispatched 0-2, and we will be back with our next match soon. Hopefully we get something a little more favorable, but, you know, it's a chance thing.